freedom action sports where it could happen to anybody at any given time.
That's it. That is so true, and we lose wonderful people every year in this sport for sure. So we're up here at Bachelor, and it's a little windy today. Can you see how fast those clouds are moving up there? And you might get a little wind here as well. And I'm with Anton here, and we had recent news, and and I saw a lot of posts on my Facebook page from friends of mine on my Facebook page, and it's not like I got every friend in the world out there in the biz, but one thing I noticed the other day was there was a lot of stuff about this guy that is referred to as Oz. And Anton, you knew Oz, and I guess your father knew Oz real well. And so Anton kind of wanted to come up. His name's actually Anton, but I call him Anton. And he wanted to do and just say a little bit about Oz. And here we are, and we're on the lift. And I don't know. I mean, Anton, say what you want to say. Anton, I can tell you, I've been talking to him for a while this morning, and he's really ripped from this thing. He's hurt, and he's heartbroken, and well, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I can just say a couple things, it's just always shitty to lose someone that's so glorified in the industry as backcountry skiers and your everyday mountaineer. But these old guys that have been pushing the limits for 35, 40 years are the ones that end up passing away. Luckily they pass away you get what I'm saying.
Doing something they love.
Doing something they love. And it just makes you realize that, honestly, we're all here for the right reasons, and just now it's maybe we have more of a purpose to actually shred harder.
Yeah, more, shred a lap for Oz.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it's not backcountry.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact of skiing brings families together and friends and parking lot camaraderie.
Yeah.
And we can all enjoy something so awesome together. Obviously, it's a little hard to get out here, but when you do, just quit your job.
That's it. Well, one thing that I noticed in the post that I saw, that people were talking about Oz and commemorating Oz.
Yeah.
Was what people really liked about him was his personality.
Well, he was a no bullshitter. Like, I can honestly say, I've woken up, on his floor with the house wide open, freaking 1,000 degrees with the stove pumping, and him up at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning getting a cup of coffee and pouring a couple shots of Bailey's into it, and just fuck it.
Yeah.
Just totally just the epitome of he cares a lot, obviously, but no gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Just out there to do what he's gonna do, which is ski the mountains, love the mountains. And
so he was operating a cat ski operation
down at Mount Bailey. Yeah.
Now, did he own that, or he he worked for that place for years?
over 35 years.
Yeah.
Is how long he's been working that spot, and he is the shit. I mean, we go skiing and he's carrying sticks of dynamite in his backpack, and I don't know anyone that does that, and I feel like I definitely have a good grasp on the backcountry, but after this whole situation and everything else, and this winter alone being such a heavy snow, inconsistent winter, it's been a big learning curve, even for veterans as they pass. I don't know, it's just pretty wild.
Well, every year we lose good people in this sport, and mostly what a lot of people say was, well, you know what? He passed away doing what he loved to do, and he didn't have a slow, miserable, passing from some weird, cancer laying in bed. So maybe it was all for the best and it was destined to be, but I'll tell you what, a lot of people be missing Oz. And so there it is. We're getting to the top of the chair. We're going to check it out, and we're going to do a little bit of skiing in commemoration of the Oz man himself. Okay, so here we are at the top. And like I say, Anton, he known Oz for many years. I didn't, but one thing that I gathered was that there's a reason that they called him Oz. Oh man, Anton, man, look at him ski. This guy is rad. I'm sure that one reason that they called him Oz is because he was a wise man. Everybody certainly seemed to feel that way about him, or they wouldn't have called him that. This guy hasn't even warmed up or ridden the lap today at all. But anyway, this is for you, Oz family. This is someone right here that you had a great influence over. And just one of the few, or one of the many, one of the many that has been influenced through the life of Oz, the life of the great and powerful Oz. He was a man beloved by many. That'll go down there. You okay, Anton?
Oh yeah.
This guy is tough right here. Well, that made for a dramatic shot right there. And I'll tell you what, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And I bet you that's something that Oz would have told you too.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Again, I don't know all the things that Oz would have told you, but I'll bet you that's something he would have said. He said, boy, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta take a little roll in the snow, So that wreck was for you, Oz, right there. That one was for you. By a young man who definitely knew you. And he's feeling it today in his heart, because I've known this guy for quite a while. Being with him today and talking to him prior to doing this, knowing that, he was truly devastated and heartbroken because he loved the guy, Oh, nice. I'm coming right back around and coming back up and getting low and getting down. Man, I'll tell you, Anton, hell of a skier. And I noticed that ever since I very first saw the guy ski ever. But a lot of these guys up here, I'd see a guy skiing, I'd see him just ripping it up hard. And not having known the guy or met him, and I'd catch him in the lift line or something, and I'd say, hey, dude, you're awesome, man. I said, where in the hell did you come from? And who are you? Who are you? Who? Tell me, who are you? This is Anton. My wife has a little song. Anton I tell you, he's an Anton. Dude, that was awesome. High five me once for that lap. Okay, that was the warm-up lap, and now we're even going to actually do one more, and we may talk a little bit more on the chair. We'll see. Standing by. That lap was awesome. And as we came
Could
down,
be better.
and as we came down, and I said, Anton, that was awesome. I was right behind you when the ski dropped, and he said to me, he goes, I don't know why. And I said, Anton, sometimes we can't question the whys, and that's just kind of like what Oz might have said. And like, why did this happen to Oz? Well, we can't always question the whys. And we're with another guy right here that just told me that he met Oz only for the first time a couple of weeks ago. Now, your impressions of the man?
He was an incredible man with great dreams, and he definitely lived the life. And I told him that multiple times. I was telling him that he lived the life, and there's no one that really has a better life than that man did. And he was definitely doing what he loved until the day that he was no longer doing it. And I'm extremely thankful that I got a chance to meet that incredible man. He's definitely always going to be in my mind. I'm always going to be thinking about him when I'm up here skiing.
That's awesome. Did he say anything in particular to you that might stick in your mind at the moment?
Well, actually, at one point I did get an earful from Oz. I got slightly in front of him up at Mount Bailey, and he let me have it for sure, and for very good reason, as we all may imagine that you never know what you're coming into up at Mount Bailey. It's a dangerous terrain, and you got to know what you're coming into.
And that's the job of the guide.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the job of the guide, is to look out for your safety.
Definitely.
And looking out for other people's safety, Oz lost his life. And you know, when you say about the deal about like he was living the life and he was living a good life, and I tell you what, and he died maybe younger than he should have.
Yeah.
And it always scares the dickens out of me, because I've been having a pretty good life as of late, my own self here.
Yeah.
And I don't do a lot of backcountry skiing. I pretty much just stay on like this, what you see here, the groomers. And I do go off the back, and I go off piste and all that. But I get kind of scared, because I'm 55 years old now. I've been living a good life. But I don't want to go too young, folks. I don't want to go too young. So this one's for Oz, and we're standing by. Okay, back up at the top again. We're going to continue this on down with Steven and Anton. I missed them. They got out ahead of me a bit. There's Steven riding switch coming around. There's Anton there. Memorial lap. Although Oz may not have been the biggest park rider in the world, these are guys that knew him, and sort of a tribute again to Oz. A tribute to Oz. This will be the sort of, I guess, this will be the last part. Steven here, like you heard him on the lift, he just got to know Oz the other day. And one thing he said was he would never forget that, what Oz told him as the guide, And he said it really means a lot to him. And that was really heartfelt. I mean, he told me, I had the camera off, and he goes, yeah, he goes, I'll never forget that, what Oz told me, As he got out ahead of the guide a little bit, and said, hey, and he had a nice thought, oh, blowing smoke. Anyway, so, that's a cool thing. So it just kind of goes to show how much influence the guy had on people, Younger people, older people. Yeah. Oz, this is for you, buddy. Didn't know you, but these two guys did. Making Steven only for a short time. Anton for a lot longer. But even having met Oz once, Steven was definitely affected by the man. And that's a beautiful thing. The olders and the wisers. That's what Oz was. Oz was older and a wiser. And again, that's why they called him frickin' Oz. he was older and wiser, and he was like the Wizard of Oz. Okay, you guys, let's put it together. High fives for Oz. For Oz. All together now. We're going to say it.
For Oz!
For Oz!
For Oz!
Okay.
For Oz!
All together. This one's for Oz.
This one's for Oz!
Awesome.